I think AI can be an extraordinary wingman, right? We have one of the main benefits of aging is, well, people call it lots of different things, right? Wisdom is the go-to word. I think of it as building up a rich database of experience that allows you to parse and pattern recognize and make sense of how the world slots together. And in order to do that, you need to have data, right? And I think what AI can do is it can bring the data sets along. It can do the fast, heavy lifting. And then what we do is we come along with the slow stuff, which is the letting our minds wander, sitting back, stroking our chins, letting ourselves fall into intuition, joining up the dots, recognizing patterns, all this stuff that takes time and is a little bit woolly and is very hard to accelerate. That kind of, I mean, if you think back to Daniel Kahneman, right, and the Nobel Prize winning economist and thinker and so on, his book, Thinking Fast and Slow, there are different kinds of thinking. And fast thinking is very linear and clearly mapped and can be accelerated, right? Ergo fast. But slow thinking is woolly and open-ended and a bit fuzzy, and it exists in that time of uncertainty, that space, that liminal space where you're not quite sure what's happening and if it's taking shape and which way it's going. And I think to be able to play in that space, it helps to have an older brain, because older brains are just kind of geared for that sort of thinking. They have that kind of intelligence. You have it at every age, but I think you have an extra edge later in life. So if you're thinking of an older person sitting down with AI in the cockpit right beside them, I mean, that is a formidable pairing, right? That is where magic and music happen. And so I feel so optimistic myself. Here I am now, age 57. My brain is just at the sweet spot for using a tool like AI, which is why I and you as well, we're often talking about this off air, aren't we? But how helpful we find AI in our work, in our personal lives. It's just like this extraordinary assistant who's just popped up suddenly and is there to plug the gaps, fill in the blanks for us, but allow us to step back and do the slow cognitive work that we're naturally inclined to do, especially at this age.